Live from John Curtis Christian School at River Ridge, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you Louisiana High School boys basketball. Tonight it's a Division I select regional round matchup between a pair of District 9-5A rivals, the Archbishop Rummel Raiders and the John Curtis Christian Patriots. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, along with the coach, Bill Gallagher. Happy Mardi Gras, one and all. We hope you've had a wonderful day, wonderful Mardi Gras season, and that you're ready to see a really good basketball game here tonight. Bill, familiarity. These are programs that obviously know each other extremely well. They met during the regular season. John Curtis Christian was a winner, 62-55 here in this building on February the 7th. That happened to be the last loss for Rummel. Last year they played each other twice, and each team won on the other's home court. So there's familiarity, and there's good competition here.
Well, that happens in the playoffs now with the split. You're going to see teams in your own district earlier in the playoffs. Not that you didn't see them before the split, but you might not see them until the quarters or maybe even the semis before. But now you're going to see them, even earlier. You might even see them in the first round, second round, like tonight. And so it's really a battle of minds when you've got teams that have played each other and really just played each other not even a month ago, facing off again in the playoffs with higher stakes.
Let's take a look at the brackets now for the Select Division I side of things where the LHSA state playoffs are concerned, Bill. And, of course, the window here for John Curtis and Rummel is very simple. Win this game and you got to go to Catholic to play a really good basketball team in the Catholic Bears. But, again, a team that both teams are familiar with. They both played Catholic during the regular season, but it sets up that way. Of course, Liberty, the number 1 seed, Catholic, the number 2 seed in this particular bracket. And don't sleep on St. Augustine either. They've got Bonneville tonight in a good matchup. So, interesting bracket, to say the least.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, Catholic High has really, been a really good program the last few years. Liberty is the last couple of years have really come on strong. And I think, if you got to put a favorite tag on anybody, it might be the Liberty team. So I think both these teams tonight, Rummel and Curtis, are happy to be on the side, and they'll be more than happy to go up to Baton Rouge on Friday night.
Liberty, of course, a defending champion. All right, let's look at this matchup. Pico Paris in his second year at John Curtis, 39-19 overall, former Curtis star for a couple years. He was phenomenal here, averaged nearly 30 points a game, but then Hurricane Katrina hit, and he relocated with his family to Cypress Community Christian School in the Houston area. Went on to play at Boston College and then played professionally in Germany. He coached at UMass Lowell. Not only was an outstanding player, he's got extensive coaching experience. Really good hire to replace a very good coach in Bill Lewitt. Yeah,
Pico's done a really great job. I remember him when he played, and he was a handful to play against and coach against. And it's kind of a shame what Katrina did to basketball here in New Orleans with all the stars that went on and finished their careers other places. But he's done a real good job with this team right now, and he's got them in the fighting for a spot in the quarterfinals.
Patriots are 23-7. They won District 9-5A at 6-1 this year. They come in having won 3 consecutive games. The history is simple. They won the 2012 state title, beat Riverside Academy when Timmy Bird had that program rolling like crazy, 57-48. Curtis also made the championship game in 2015, where they lost to U-High, and then in 2022, where they lost to Scotlandville by 4 points most recently. And, of course, I mentioned Pico Paris succeeding Bill Lewitt. Bill went back to the college ranks, did a fine job here. And Mike Kreitzer, of course, was here for 28 years, 26 years as a head coach, did an outstanding job, won a state title. He's here tonight watching as well. And when you look at the players, Artrell Manning is the guy you start with. The junior has offers to play at the next level, Division I level. He went over 1,500 points earlier this season in a game against Holy Cross, February 14th. It starts with him. He averages 15.6 a game. He's also the leader in assists at 3.6. He steals the ball as well. He's an exceptional player, but they've got help. Jude Tabs, the talented sophomore, has been really good. They got a very gifted freshman in Jarvis Stevenson to keep a close eye on. He can absolutely play and has a terrific future. Those are some of the players to watch for John Curtis here this evening.
Yeah, I'm looking at Curtis's lineup, and they're so young. It's unbelievable how young they are. Not that they don't contribute, but the seniors they have are not people that they count on for offense or anything like that. It's all the underclassmen. So the future looks really bright for John Curtis.
No doubt about it. That's really the story with them, Xavier Brown, a senior. But other than that, they're playing with underclassmen. It's a different story for Archbishop Rummel. 5 senior starters. This is a team that Scott Thompson has built very slowly but surely. It was a painstaking process. It wasn't too long ago that he coached a 1-21 basketball team. And to see where they are now is a testament to the fine coach that he is, which, of course, you know firsthand.
I've known Scott for a long time. He's a combination brother and son as far as I'm concerned. And, he was a 1-21 back in the 2021 season. I think this process took a little bit longer than he would like, certainly. But he's got them right now looking to get into the quarterfinal round for the first time in quite a while. 2013,
the last time. Of course, Thompson, a state championship coach at Brother Martin in 2010. You know a little bit about that particular year and that particular team. And as for Archbishop Rummel, they've won a couple of state championships, one back-to-back in 1977 and 78 when they won 49 consecutive games, and they reached 2 other state championship games in 1972 under Jim Robarts and in 1996 under Rusty Jones. When you look at their team, they have 2 players with over 1,000 points in their illustrious careers, T.J. Dewey and Jamar Jones. Totally different. Dewey, a pure basketball player. One of those guys you love watching play because he plays so hard. He's just a good basketball player. And then Jamar Jones, a lot of credit to him. He's got a football scholarship to Nichols, and he got big because that's what he's going to do is play football at the next level. He's about 290 pounds, whereas 2 years ago he's about 250, 260. He was nimble and a good basketball player. He's not as nimble now, but the fact that he's playing and helping this team speaks volumes about his character, and certainly that's a guy to watch for. Of course, the other wheel on this team is the leading scorer, Jackson Cosentino. Terrific three-point shooter, the senior, and a guy you've got to guard from distance. You got to face guard him. So that's where the Rummel offense comes from, along with Grant Latino, the senior, who averages nearly 10 a game.
Yeah, and like you said, this is the exact opposite of the Curtis team. They start 5 seniors. So, each one of these guys have been around for a long time under Scott Thompson. They know the kind of basketball he likes to play, likes to coach. Like I said before, it's taken a while. It's taken them a while, but he's got them where they want them right now. And, you got a lot of experience, maybe not playoff experience, but you got a lot of experience with these guys. And Dewey, and Jones. Dewey was a really good baseball player who gave up baseball to become to stick with basketball. So you've got some good athletes on this team that can play multiple sports.
Both of these teams in the playoffs last year lost in the first round a year ago. And if you're looking at any separation, the thing to watch for John Curtis, their guard plays excellent. And if they pressure the ball, they can do that and really impact the game. Turnovers will be a huge factor. Another factor to look at from Rummel's perspective, you wouldn't think this, but they're not a very good free throw shooting team. Only 56% as a team, and in a close game, that's certainly something to look for. Experience, certainly Rummel has that with the seniors. And from the standpoint of talent, Curtis unquestionably has really good talent. Both very well-coached basketball teams.
I think something else that you got to look at tonight is the officiating. How well will they let them play? Because both these teams like to mix it up. They like to, do some full-court defense and get in your face. So it's going to be interesting to see the officials come from Baton Rouge area, just how much they're going to let these guys play tonight.
Well, the one to watch for is Jamar Jones. He gets officiated a little bit differently than most. He's a big, big guy, and I know their staff feels like there's a few more fouls called on him that should be called, so keep an eye on that early, and he's a guy they really need from a size perspective because Rummel really doesn't have a lot of size. Neither one of these teams has great length, but Curtis a little bit more length overall. JT Curtis addressing the crowd. What a crowd we have here, by the way. It's a packed house, and they're still coming in. Right now we have our prayer.
Father, we come to you tonight thankful for the opportunity to gather ourselves together. The competition will be keen, but help us to always remember that you created us in your image, that we should honor each other by the manner of our play. We ask you to be with those that are going through less fortunate, that are going through difficulty in their life. We ask that you would comfort their spirit, send your Holy Spirit to minister to them. Again, we say thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. Give you a safe journey home, for we ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Along with Bill Gallagher, I'm Ken Trahan. It's John Curtis Christian, Archbishop Rummel. Regional round of the Select Division I playoffs. Rummel won its first round game over Evangel Christian Academy, 52-41. John Curtis had a bye in the first round as the higher seed. And here we go. In round 2, starting lineups to be introduced to get things rolling here tonight. For Rummel, 6'3", 290-pound senior Jamard Jones, averaging 4.4 points per game. 5'9", 175-pound senior number 4, TJ Dewey.
Number 12.
Also starting, number 5, Grant Latino, 6'2", 180-pound senior. He averages 9.6 a game. Jackson Cosentino, the 5'11", 175-pound senior, leading scorer at 14.4 a game. And Owen Baudouin, a 5'10", 170-pound senior, averaging 2.9 points per contest. Again, Jones, Dewey, Latino, Baudouin, and Cosentino, the starters for Rummel, wearing the scarlet red here tonight. White numerals trimmed in Columbia blue. Here, the look this evening. John Curtis wearing their white home jerseys with the royal blue numerals trimmed in. The red as well with the blue stripes down the side. And we get the starters for John Curtis. 6'1", 158-pound sophomore Zay Shepard, averaging 6.7 points per game. 6'1", 165-pound sophomore Marlon Johnson, averaging 3.6 points per contest. Also starting, Jarvis Stevenson, who's wearing 23 tonight. Stevenson, 6'4", 180-pound freshman, averaging 7.7 points per game. And the other 2 starters include Hayden Joseph, a 6'4", 180-pound senior, a junior rather. He averages 3.3 points per game. And the 5th starter, Artrell Manning, a 6'1", 165-pound junior, and he's averaging 15.6 a game. It's Manning, Johnson, Joseph, Shepard, and Stevenson, officials from the Baton Rouge Association, and we're set to get things started here this evening. Winner to play Catholic High, who took apart McDonough 35 in the regional round last night. 71-27 was the final score there. Great crowd here tonight. This place is packed, and they still have people coming in. They've really done a great job with this lower school gym, Bill. They've redone it in really nice fashion.
First time I've been in it since they've redone it, and I am really impressed. You know, added a whole lot. Look at that student section over there. That's just incredible.
Tap is in the air, controlled by Rummel. Dewey has it to get things started. Man-to-man defense by Curtis. Dewey, left-hander, will be pushed to his right quite a bit. He gets it now to Baudouin, to Latino. Latino on top, Cosentino. Cosentino, best shooter on the team. To Baudouin, right side, to Dewey. Dewey looks inside, finds Cosentino. He's fouled, knocked to the floor. He'll shoot 2. Good ball movement by Rummel on this first possession. That's a staple of what they will do, and the foul is going to go against Zay Shepard.
Very patient on their first possession, looking the ball and move the ball from side to side along the wings. Got the ball inside a couple of times and got the shot they wanted. And you have Cosentino going to the line, shooting 2.
Jackson puts it up and in. Rummel's on the board first, so Jackson Cosentino, the senior, gets the first point of the ball game. And he is the best shooter on this team. Second one is up, and that is in. Raiders jump 2-0 lead, and here's Curtis offensively. Marlon Johnson to bring it up, picked up by Dewey in the backcourt.
Looks like Baudouin is face guarding Manning.
Swing it out top to Stevenson. Stevenson, left side to Joseph. Joseph back out top, Stevenson. Stevenson crosses over against Latino. Left side pass Johnson. Very patient here as well. Here's Zay Shepard. Crosses over, got to the baseline, put it up, and won't go. But he draws the foul and will shoot 2. A very good job. That's on Cosentino, and that's his first team foul, number 1. So each team getting a shot they want, getting a foul in the process.
Both teams very similar with their first possessions, moving the ball well on the outside from wing to wing. And then get Curtis in that specific instance there, got a good drive, baseline drive.
Shepard can't buy the first. He has another coming. Second one is up. He splits a pair. And it's a 2-1 ball game. And Curtis will press full court. Again, they want to do this, and they want to cause Rummel to have to handle the ball. Break the press easily. Latino cut off on the baseline. Wisely bring it back out top. Dewey can make that shot, but he can also do this, and he'll shoot too. And Dewey is such a tough competitor. He is strong going to the hole, draws the foul from Stevenson, his first. And the thing about him is, Bill, you got to jump out on him when he catches it outside the arc. He can shoot.
Yeah,
so
you do.
Then
You
he
can't,
has a chance to go by you.
You know, he can shoot that ball from pretty far out.
Misses the first. 68% from the free throw line. Not bad, but you would think better.
Not bad, but
yeah,
it's probably one of the leaders on the team if they're shooting in the 50s.
Missed them both. And the rebound to Manning. Stays 2-1. The 6:50 mark of the first quarter. Dewey was held to 9 points in the first meeting between these two teams. Open for three. That's off. Not close. Baudouin the rebound. Knocked away from behind, out of bounds to Rummel. Raiders trying to push it there. Now we'll set up in the half court.
Good job by Curtis of getting back down the floor, though.
Latino double team, step through it beautifully. A good inbounds pass as well from Baudouin, and Rummel takes a 4-1 lead.
You got to take advantage when you've got the ball out under your own goal.
Manning lost it out of bounds. Turnover. First of the game. Break the pressure again with Latino. Cosentino. Controlled by Johnson. Rummel back defensively. And a Euro step, and they're going to count the basket and one. And a chance for the three-point play. Step through, made it, draws the foul against Jones, his first. And again, that's what to watch for, as I mentioned. Jones and fouls, that's a really big item to watch in this game.
Not a very popular call there.
Johnson's free throw ties the game at 4. First tie of the game. Full court pressure again. Cosentino to Latino. Latino's going to attack all the way to the hole. He's strong.
Nice drive. Nice drive. Got away maybe with a slight push off.
That's going to go the other way. Second turnover for Curtis. Patriots want to push it, but a little bit too anxious there, so to speak.
Both teams looking to push. Rummel pushes, but they're smart enough there. When they know they don't have numbers, they'll push it as far as they can. Free throw line extended, but then pull it back out.
Curtis sticks with the pressure. In the middle of Dewey against Manning. Good matchup there. They'll double team him to get it out of his hands. There's Jamard to the hole. Can't finish, though. Got a perfect look. Stevenson the rebound. Here's Manning. Guarded by Baudouin. Step back three. That's a foul, and that's 3 shots. That's a 3-shot foul on Baudouin.
That's a good call. That's a good call. I think you got him on the arm.
And a chance for Manning to give his team its first lead of the game. Excellent shooter. Got the first. Leading scorer on this team. Went over 1,500 points earlier this season. About to get our first substitution. Drew Tabbs is getting ready to step in. Outstanding off the bench for John Curtis. Manning buries the second and now has a chance to give his team the lead as Tabbs checks in and replaces Hayden Joseph.
Both Baudouin and Scott Thompson there were pleading the case that he had his hands straight up.
So now Manning has delayed things. He's taken off the headband before he goes back to take the third free throw attempt.
I've never, getting back to that point, I've never heard a good enough explanation from a referee when you said, look, I had my hands straight up.
Right.
You know, they have no answer for that.
Manning hits all 3, so free throws put John Curtis on top early. There's a bad pass, but Rummel got away with it. Cosentino traveled, so got away with a bad pass and couldn't get away with the travel. First turnover for Rummel. That's what Curtis wants to do, speed them up. First time it's worked.
Yeah, and what you don't want to do if you're Rummel is throw across the court.
Nope.
If you're going to pass, make a long pass, make it down the court, not across the court.
Manning against Baudouin. Stevenson at the high post. They love to run the handoffs, don't they? Do that quite a bit. Stevenson, baseline drive. Good drive. Put it up. Can't make it. Latino the rebound. Comes the other way.
Got tipped a little bit.
Latino knocked away and stolen. Beautiful job defensively. 3-ball. Manning. No. Out of bounds to Rummel.
That's the second time I've seen Curtis come from behind and tip a ball.
Second turnover for Rummel. Each team with 2 turnovers early. 7-6 lead for the Patriots. Here's Dewey. Curtis back defensively. Well done. Baudouin off the drive. Latino with a nice reverse. Well, Latino's been a force. He's got 6, and Rummel back on top, 8-7. Stevenson, Manning, Johnson. Both teams showing good patience in the half court. Stevenson for 3. Cosentino the board. All the way, and he'll score. Jackson Cosentino, he's got 4, and it's 10-7.
You can see the look in his eyes. He was going to the goal.
Took a look. Tav said, "Nah, we'll reset." With 3:40 to play in the half, or in the quarter, rather. Manning. Pull up from 10. Well done by Shepard. Zay Shepard's got 3. It's a 10-9 game. Dewey against pressure. Slows it down wisely. Curtis looking to substitute.
Can't
very
lob
bad
a pass like that.
Very bad pass, and the layup puts Curtis on top. Off the steal by Shepard. He's got 5, and Curtis back on top.
Yeah, it's another lob pass. It's going across court instead of going down the court. You don't want to throw those kind of passes.
Cosentino, down low Latino. He's fouled, and will shoot 2. That's a good foul, though. Prevented the layup. That foul's going to be on Stevenson. Now, that's his second. So Stevenson has 2, and that's an important note for a very important player for John Curtis. Brand Latino will be at the line to shoot 2. Now, he's only 42% from the line. He's played a terrific game thus far with 6 points. He missed the first. So Rummel has already missed 3 free throws. We said to watch that as a potential storyline in this one. Midnight Martin checks in, along with Xavier Brown. And Rummel substitutes Isaac Berthelot. Latino will try for the tie here. Got it. Has 7 of the Rummel 11 points. And we're tied at 11. Rummel will come in with Brandon Melancon for the first time as well. 2:58 to play in the first quarter. We're tied 11-11.
Yeah, you got to get some kids in the game here. This is a very quick game, very speedy game, up and down. You got to get some tired kids.
Manning guarded by Berthelot now. Beat him to the baseline. Pulls up. Great shot. What a good-looking player. Manning with 5, and it's 13-11 Curtis. Dewey for 3. That's off. Out of bounds to Curtis. Well, Dewey was shut down the first time they played him, held to 9 points. And he hasn't scored here thus far. They've doubled him a lot out high. Got the ball out of his hands. Took a little bit of a quick shot there. Contested.
Yeah, and he kind of thought he had it made. He started backing up, and you could tell from the onset that
Manning beats his man again with the floater. No. Jones, a strong rebound. Strong drive. Can't finish. Belosa rebounds. He'll drive it. He'll miss it. And a rebound to Curtis. Controlled by Tabs. Patriots with a 2-point lead, under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Nice drive, great. Oh, and he missed the layup. And Jones gets the rebound. Wow. Great pass. Did everything but finish. It stays a 2-point game. Another bad pass and a turnover. 4th for Rummel. Dribble drive. And they're going to call a foul here. On the floor, they say. Berthelot gets the foul. It's his first. The 127 mark. That's 4 turnovers for Rummel now. Again, that was another factor we said to look for. They'll give Rummel will rest 3 starters here. We'll see Jamarcus Jones in the game for the first time, the younger brother of Jamar Jones. He checks in.
Latino and Baudouin came back in.
Latino and Baudouin in. Midnight Martin on for Curtis. Along with Hayden Joseph. Backing his man down, Brown. Here's Shepard. They switch defensively. Nico Parrish yelling instructions. He'll back his man down. Takes him to the hole. Forced it up, though. But an offensive rebound. Great effort. Dribble, drive, and a foul. Again, that's just effort. Rummel had position, but that's just effort that wins the day there. Jamarcus Jones commits the foul.
And really good footwork by Tabs right there. Went right, went left, and came back right again and drew the foul.
So B, Drew Tabs at the line, missed the first. Lead stays at 2. Tabs puts the second up, and he doesn't get that. Latino gets the rebound. They'll make him bring it up. Gets it to Baudouin. Jones has to go way out high to catch it. Reverse it to Latino. Strong drive. Great pass. And that's blocked, but a foul. 2 shots coming for Jamarcus Jones. Boy, Latino's playing well. Tabs will commit the foul his first. That's a great look by Latino. He's got 7 points, 2 rebounds. He's been the best player for Rummel.
Rummel can pass the ball well. I mean, the passes that they're missing on tonight are cross-court passes. But when they're looking to score, they dish the ball off, and they dish it off well.
Jamarcus Jones hits the first, and now he'll try to tie the game with 50.2 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he does. Oh, nice looking shot. And we're tied at 13. Pretty good looking freshman right there, Jamarcus Jones.
Yeah, Rummel shooting better than 57% from the line right now.
Tabs. Curtis slowing it down here. See if they elect to hold or not. I doubt it, but you never know. Well, they like to play fast.
They don't have Manning in the game right
Xavier
now, so
Brown.
They might look for one.
Yeah, both teams resting their stars right now, so to speak. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's Zay Shepard. Nico Barichel's instruction says, let's go. 13 seconds, they'll go for 1 shot. Tabs out high. This is Shepard with 6 seconds. Got it down low, and now it went out of bounds, but Rummel knocked it out of bounds, and the Raiders thought it should be their ball. But Curtis will keep it.
Curtis was looking for a foul.
Both sides had something to say. There is Jamar Jones. Back in for defensive purposes.
Yeah, that's a good substitution.
Beginning from Molossaw. With 2.3 seconds left, they want to get Manning back in to get the shooter back in. So he'll come in. That's a good move by Pico Paris as well.
All right, so Baudouin's going to pick him up. He's already signaling, I got him. Good switch.
Oh, they get a layup. Oh, he lost it. And couldn't control it, and that will be the quarter. And what a quarter. We're tied at 13 after 1. High school basketball on Crescent City Sports. Brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in the Metro New Orleans market. Must be a reason. Good quarter, Bill. Kind of what we expected, right?
Guy did. Nothing settled after the first 8 minutes. Rummel did a great job on that inbounds play. Curtis was setting the screen for Manning to pop out into the corner. And they switched. And Jamar Jones popped out and took care of Manning, and they were not able to get the ball into him. They had a good shot. The secondary look was open for Tabs, but he lost control of the ball going out of bounds. But an excellent job by Rummel on defense there of switching. They don't do a whole lot of switching. They try to fight through the screens, but they switch there, kind of caught Curtis off guard. I think the referees are kind of letting them play a little bit tonight. You know, we've had a few fouls, but, you know, there have been some fouls that they've let go, so I think it's going to make for an interesting game.
Tied at 13. We had 4 fouls called against Rummel, 4 against Curtis in the first quarter. Stevenson with 2 fouls, the only one in any foul trouble for the Patriots. John Curtis ball. Manning has 5 in the game to lead his team, as expected, working on Baudouin. Looking for the high screen, got it. Screen and roll, but he threw it out of bounds. Turnover number 3 for John Curtis. And a substitution. We're going to get Travis Stevenson in with those 2 fouls. Let's see if Rummel decides to try to go at him here, Bill. Curtis will stay with the full court pressure. Latino has played a big role in this, breaking this pressure for Rummel when they've been successful. Dewey having trouble getting it done. And he'll throw this away. Right away. Steal. And another steal.
Throw it away, and they throw it away.
Everybody throwing it away. Turnovers everywhere. And a 3-ball no good. And an offensive rebound with effort. And look at that save by Brown. No. Jones fights for it. Comes out of there with it. Hotly contested rebound there.
Whew.
It's good stuff. Dewey has it knocked away. Double team. Down low, Jamarcus Jones. Baudouin reverses it. Dewey. We call 3 seconds in the lane. Another turnover on Rummel. That's 7 on the Raiders. Desmond and Holy Cross tied 8-8 after 1 quarter. Another matchup of teams in this district playing each other. Curtis ball tied at 13. Midnight Martin, down low pass, knocked away, stolen by Baudouin.
Boy, there's a battle underneath that goal every time they go down.
A lot of contact there, no call, and the rebound comes down to Brown, his 3rd board. Nice pass down low, layup coming. Shepard scores on the assist from Stevenson. Curtis back on top. Latino spins to the lane. He lost it. Jamarcus Jones has it and scores. His 4th point of the game off the bench. And we're tied at 15. Jamarcus Jones has given this team a lift off the bench.
He sure has.
Just a freshman.
Yeah, playing a bigger lineup with both Jones in at the same time.
Manning off the screen. Got to the baseline. Can't finish. Rebound control by Latino, his 3rd board. Tied at 15. Dewey's been quiet. He has not scored yet. They've doubled him a lot out high.
Well, yeah, but Rummel has learned over the course of the year how to play without depending on Dewey to score a lot of points.
Brother to brother here. Jones to Jones. That's a loose pass. Dewey got it. He got away from his man momentarily. Step through.
There's the basket.
Finishes. Boy, that's a tough basket for Dewey. Hotly contested. He scores his first. Rummel's up by 2. Shepard off the fake. Martin got penetration. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Midnight Martin commits the offensive foul, his first. Turnover number 6 for John Curtis. Good job by Jamar Jones to take the hit. 2-point lead for Rummel at the 5:22 mark. Pressure full court again. Latino pressured by Manning. They got to hurry now. And they break it to Dewey. Have the open shooter, their best shooter, and he can't hit it. Long rebound. It's all over the place. And coming out of there, Stevenson, and he's on the run. Finds the open shooter for 3. No. Rebound tapped around, and Dewey comes up with it. Quickly to Latino, and he'll score. Latino with 9. And Rummel has a 4-point lead.
I think we got a foul here of some sort.
I didn't see what happened. Oh, they got something on the floor.
Somebody in the stands.
Might be ice on the floor or something. There's ice or there's debris on the floor.
Somebody threw something on the floor.
Not sure what happened there. Okay, whatever it is, it's taken care of. We're playing. 4-point lead. Yeah, I see it. Not going to say anything there. Just let it go, right? You just want good fan behavior. End of story. Here's Johnson. Good fake. Beautiful ball fake. Can't hit it, though. Cosentino, the rebound. His second to Dewey. And a bad pass. I mean, that's just... So you got the possession and you just carelessly throw it away.
Rummel has got the Jones boys brothers in the game, so they're a little bit bigger on the inside. So Curtis is trying to shoot from the outside, and they're just not shooting well right now.
But a careless turnover by Rummel, their 8th, with a 4-point lead. And Curtis has the ball. Rummel on a 6-0 run presently, the biggest run of the game for either team to this point. Stevenson. Tabs guarded by Latino. Knocked away, but got it back. Finds an open shooter for 3. No. Great box out by Dewey. That's classic box out there. Use your body. Again, Latino's played a large role in breaking this pressure in this game for Rummel.
Well, the question will be, how long can they continue to break the pressure? Because it's going to wear you out sooner or later.
Jones, a little bit too much dribbling there, had it knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, that's not what he's supposed to do when he's got the ball. He's supposed to be looking to pass it off someplace. A little bit too much dribbling.
Hayden Joseph back in for John Curtis. They replace A. Shepard.
All right, they got a couple minutes out of Shepard without picking up another foul.
And we'll get a timeout here. With 3:40 to play in the half, it's Rummel 19-15 over John Curtis. And, Bill, so far, kind of what we expected. Hotly competitive. Every possession matters. Every rebound's a battle.
Yeah, it's up and down the whole way. Both teams pressing the ball, pressuring the ball. Both teams pressing the ball down offensively. But they're taking they're trying to take care of the ball on their possessions in the half court. But, some ill-advised turnovers. Of course, there's no such thing as an advised turnover. So, they make some mistakes with the ball. Curtis right now just not shooting the ball real well from the outside. They were having a little bit more success on the inside, and then Rummel went to the two big guys in the inside to take care of that on defense and kind of force their outside game. And Rummel's getting a lot of their points driving to the basket.
Four-point lead for Rummel.
You're trying to telegraph it out, or?
He's back on the floor. With 3:40 to play in the half, Rummel ball in front court. Go to Latino in backcourt, and he'll get it to Dewey. Curtis sets up shop in a zone look for the first time.
Sure is.
Looks like a 2-3 zone.
2-3 zone.
Rummel identifies. Scott Thompson yells instructions. The shooters are 21-4 for Rummel.
That's a good move by Curtis to call a change of defense out of a timeout.
Baudouin with a beautiful pass, but Latino couldn't handle it. Perfect play run by Rummel.
Yeah,
just
the
didn't handle it.
Right play to run. They just couldn't handle the ball. Ball seems to have a little Vaseline on it.
That's
tonight.
9 turnovers for Rummel. We said that would be a factor, and it's been a factor already. Here's Johnson at the 3:13 mark for the Patriots. Against Cosentino, got the pick, couldn't get the look. Stevenson to Manning against Dewey.
Rummel sticking in there man-to-man.
For 3. No. Tipped around, controlled. Johnson will attack, and basket made by Joseph.
Good pass by Johnson to see the open guy underneath.
And a 2-point lead. And another steal. And a layup coming in this game's time. On the steal by Joseph. They were tied on the 10th turnover by Rummel.
Lazy pass, gets you every time.
Cross-court pass, got away with that.
Yeah, they were lucky on that one.
Tied at 19 with 2:13 to play. Now, Baudouin hit hard and fouled. That'll be on Johnson, his first. Again, that is the second team foul on Curtis. Only the second foul of the quarter on either team. As you said, they've let them play.
And Curtis is going back to their man-to-man. So that zone was a one-possession thing.
Having trouble getting it in here.
And Rummel had to call a timeout.
So with 2:10 to play in the first half, we're tied at 19. Raiders get the timeout here. And Scott Thompson will no doubt set up something else to be able to get the ball in bounds in easier fashion. Well, we said the things to look for in this game. You knew the competitiveness would be there. Both teams play extremely hard. Turnovers would be the thing to watch for if Curtis could turn Rummel over, and they've done that. 10 turnovers for Rummel. Free throw shooting. We said that would be a factor as well. Almost 5 of 8 from the line. And Curtis thus far is 5 of 8, interestingly enough. So I guess that's why we're tied. 19-19, right? So kind of like that, right?
Well, I've said this before. Defense travels, and especially in the playoffs. So, it's going to come out to a defensive possession.
They get it inbounds to Jones, and he stepped out of bounds. Another turnover. And these are starting to mount, and this is starting to slowly slip toward Curtis in that regard. That's 11 turnovers on Rummel already. Curtis has 6 turnovers. Here's Manning. Chance for the Patriots to retake the lead here.
They switched and put Dewey on him right now instead of Bodwin.
He's showing different looks. He's guarded him some. They've had 3 different players guard Manning thus far. There's Manning to the baseline. Dribble, drive, score. He is so tough to stop. 7 points for Manning. Curtis with the lead at 21-19.
Yeah, he beat Dewey right off the dribble.
And inbound the ball in the corner. That's really bad place to inbound the ball. Scramble for the ball, and a turnover, and a layup. And the pressure is taking its toll on Rummel here. And it's 23-19. And Curtis on an 8-0 run here. Biggest run of the game.
And the problem that Rummel has right now is they just used two of their timeouts.
Correct.
So it's really a precious thing to have to use again.
Jones
Good
drives.
drive by Jones.
He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. That's going to work against Hayden Joseph. His first. Third team foul on Curtis. And Jamar Jones will shoot 2. Again, this guy's been such an asset to this school in every facet. Just not a good free throw shooter. That's been a constant. Kind of falls off the shot normally when he struggles, and missed that one to the side.
Well, I'm going to take up for Jones and for all of his teammates and for Scott Thompson, for every coach. You always hear people walking out the gym saying, these guys got to practice their free throws. They practice their free throws every day, I promise you.
He splits a pair, stops the 8-0 run. It's 23-20 Patriots at 120 mark. Here's Manning. He's got 7 points in the game thus far. Trying to spread the floor to give him a chance to go by a defender, which he can do readily. Faked it and walked. So a turnover will be the 7th against the Patriots.
Manning was signaling to Joseph there after he turned it over. Shoot. Yep. I think Manning's going to take this game over if his teammates don't start stepping up.
They've made Dewey work extremely hard. As Curtis. Jones, Cosentino, that's going to be an offensive foul on Jones. So turnover number 13 on Rummel. And Jones, by the way, has just gotten his second foul. So now does Scott Thompson get him out with less than a minute to play in the half?
I think he is. I think he's going to get the little brother in.
I think that's the absolute right move here.
It is the right move, but I like the move that Jones did. He passed the ball and cut straight to the basket. That's a good basketball move.
He has a great understanding of the game.
Yes. Well-coached move.
Here's Tabbs. With under a minute to play in the half, John Curtis up by 3 with the ball. Stevenson to Tabbs. Patriots could play for 1 again if they wish.
Bode went on Manning again. He seemed to be the better matchup tonight.
Well defended, and Latino gets the steal. And he goes, and he scores. Boy, he's played well. 11 points for Latino. And Rummel's back within 8 seconds left. 7, 6. And that's a foul, and that's a good foul because Rummel had a foul or two to get. It's on Cosentino, though, and that's his second. So he gave the foul, but he gets his second in the process.
It's still a good foul. 2 fouls at halftime is not that big of a deal.
No,
you can get him out right now for the last 5 seconds, but it's not that big of a deal. And it is a smart foul because he was driving straight to the basket.
Correct. Here's Johnson to get it in.
Now you got to find Manning.
Baseline drive, cut off, faking, underneath move, and won't go. Rebound, and it's too late.
No.
So halftime arrives, and what a game we have. What we expected, John Curtis Christian 23, Archbishop Rummel 22 at the half, in a very well-contested half. So a 1-point game. Scott Thompson's furious about something. And halftime arrives, and fortunately they get him off. And you expect this, though. This is a rivalry game. And a lot on the line here with the winner to go to the quarterfinals.
It's playoffs. It's Catholic League. It's kids that I know for a fact that a few of these kids have played together since they were 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know, in biddy ball and things like that, so they know each other. And that's what you expect. And you know what? I mean, to an extent, that's high school basketball. It shouldn't get out of control, but you want a fiercely competitive game. Yes.
No doubt. So at halftime, it's 23-22, the lead for John Curtis Christian over Rummel. It was tied 13-13 after one. Second quarter saw Rummel go on a 6-0 run to take a 19-15 lead, but then Curtis answered with an 8-0 run to take a 23-19 lead before the Raiders scored the final 3 points of the half to make it a 1-point game at halftime. For John Curtis, you've got Zay Shepard with 7 points, Autrell Manning with 7 points, 3 points for Marlon Johnson, and 2 for Drew Tabbs. For Archbishop Rummel, it's Grant Latino, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 points for Jamarcus Jones off the bench, Jackson Cosentino with 4. TJ Dewey held to 2 points, and Jamar Jones with 1 point thus far. And it all adds up to a 23-22 game. It's a kind of game where it looks like two teams that know each other very well. They kind of know what they're doing, anticipate things. Thus, it's not easy to score the basketball, Bill.
Well, the teams know each other. The coaches, are excellent coaches, so they've got their teams prepared. They know what the stakes are. And like we said, this is going to come down to a defensive stand. The whole first half has been defense. This is a relatively low-scoring game at halftime. So, I think this is, obviously what's going to happen in the second half. I think a big thing in the second half will be, number one, composure. All right, because things got a little bit out of control there toward the end. So I think composure is number one. And number two is conditioning. Both teams are really pressing the ball, pushing the ball up and down the floor, pressing. Who's going to run out of juice first?
We said throughout the half they're letting them play, and I know that's what Coach Thompson was complaining about toward the end of the half there, about one player in particular is getting pushed around a bit out there, and that's number 4, Dewey. But the fact of the matter is that they've been consistent in how they've called this game. I think they've done a good job.
Have they missed calls? Sure they have. Nobody's going to get every call correct. But they have been very, very consistent on both ends of the floor. I think the way this game is being called is I don't think either team really should be complaining about it. I think it's something that they're used to all year long. Tough, physical, contact kind of a game. And I think both teams would relish this kind of game.
Well, there's a lot of things that are even. I mean, the fouls, each team has committed 7 fouls in the game. Rummel has 2 players with 2 fouls, Jamar Jones and Jackson Cosentino. Jarvis Stevenson has 2 for John Curtis. Neither team has made a 3-pointer in this game, which is very unusual, because both of these teams have shooters that can shoot the ball. If there's any differential, it's turnovers. Rummel has committed 13 turnovers in one half. So with that in mind, they have to feel pretty good to be only down a point. given 13 turnovers. Curtis, conversely, has 7 turnovers in the half. I mean, if you're telling me that you're committing 13 turnovers in the half and you're only down 1, you'd feel pretty good about that.
Well, that shows you why it's a low-scoring game. But, yeah, you got to feel pretty good. You're only a possession down. You just need to take care of the ball. The three-point shooting, Curtis has certainly taken a lot more than Rummel has, but neither team has been able to find it from the outside. You might see both teams sprinkle in a little bit more zone defense in the second half because of that.
12-10 rebound edge for Rummel. Thus far, again, pretty close in that department as well. I think the biggest thing right now is will the Curtis pressure wear down Rummel, because Rummel's having to work very hard to get the ball up the floor, to advance the ball, and to be able to get into their half-court set. Once they get into the half-court set, they feel fairly good about what they've been able to do, and Latino's been really good with 11 points and 3 rebounds. But you wonder about that pressure. Scott Thompson has played Isaac Berthelot, Brandon Malansaw, and, of course, Jamarcus Jones off the bench. Jones with 4 off the bench. And so when you're looking at depth, that's something you look at as well. But, again, the ability to handle the ball. If Rummel's going to win this game, they can't commit 13 turnovers in the second half, and they're going to need T.J. Dewey to score the basketball, along with Jackson Cosentino. I mean, these are guys that average over 14 a game, and one has 4 points and the other has 2 thus far.
One of them has to step up. I mean, like I said before, there have been games where Dewey has kind of, I don't want to say disappeared, but he has not been a factor as far as scoring goes, but he does other things on the floor, and he's doing those other things tonight. So you're not going to take him off the floor just because he's not scoring. So he's going to be on the floor. But somebody else has got to, you're not going to make it with just Latino. And then getting in the ball, as you said, against the press, I mean, they had to call a timeout on an out-of-bounds under because they couldn't get it in. They're having a lot of trouble with the inbounds pass, even in the full court, trying to get it in. Once they get it in, it's not too bad. And like you said, in the half court, they're doing a real good job in the half court.
Yeah, that and the cross-court passes have been an issue, right?
Well, they took care of that early on in the game. They made a few of those early, but that's kind of cleaned itself up a little bit.
Yep, no doubt. So that's kind of the situation as we stand. 23-22, the lead for John Curtis Christian over Archbishop Rummel. Ken Trahan, Bill Gallagher resetting here. As we want to thank Ethan and Matt here tonight for a job well done as always, making us sound good, look good. Appreciate you guys. Of course, the winner of this one goes on to play Catholic High Catholic with coaches here tonight watching, because they won their game last night easily, 71-27 over McDonough 35. And the winner will play at Catholic High Friday night. Both of these teams played Catholic earlier this year. 61-51 win for Catholic over John Curtis. And the Bears defeated Rummel in pretty solid fashion, 72-49 earlier this year. You got a halftime score there you wanted to report?
Yes, sir, I do. At halftime, another playoff game tonight. It's Jesuit 27 and Holy Cross 25. So they haven't solved anything in the first half of the game, just like we haven't.
Again, familiarity.
It shows you, it shows you the quality of the Catholic League basketball. Night in, game out. You have these kind of games with these teams, and it's no surprise that either game is as close as it is.
I think it's safe to say that this league, 9-5A, it's a good league. It doesn't have any great teams. It's got a bunch of solid, well-coached teams across the board. When you think about Wade Mason at St. Augustine, when you think about Chris Beal at Brother Martin, when you think about Horace Howard, you think about Rummel and Scott Thompson, John Curtis and Biko Paris. I mean, Biko and Wade have coached on the college level. Scott Thompson was a Hall of Fame player from Loyola. And then, of course, you think about Chris Jennings, the dean of it all. Warren Easton. I mean, look, you've got good coaching across the board in this league, and you've got solid players. You don't have major Division I prospects. I mean, if you look at this league, you think of the best players. Artrell Manning would certainly be there. I think Brewer Nitcher from Jesuit would certainly be right near the top of that list as well. St. Augustine's more of a team effort. Boy, they're just solid across the board. Cash Pichon at Holy Cross, really good. I mentioned Dewey, Cosentino from Rummel. Good players.
Good players, but like you said, not necessarily Division I
Right.
type players, or even at the next level type players. But that's, you get good coaching, and I can tell you that they come to you being well coached from the biddie programs and the playgrounds here. So I think that's an advantage that the Catholic League has.
We thank everyone for watching here on Crescent City Sports. Always free. You can watch the replay. Always free as well at Crescent City Sports. Big shout out to Fred Landry, who's listening in Shreveport or watching in Shreveport right now. Fred, thank you for checking in.
I've got an ex-player of mine, Ben Relly, is in Baton Rouge, watching it from Baton Rouge.
Great to hear from you, Ben.
He teaches at Catholic High, so he's certainly interested.
Know that family very well. And, of course, another Brothers of the Sacred Heart School in Catholic High. 23-22, John Curtis on top as the second half is set to begin. Rummel ball to start the second half. They switch sides. Dewey will bring it in. Does so to Jones. Jones handoff to Dewey. Double teamed him again. He got it to Latino. Strong drive and hit and drop to the floor. He'll shoot two.
That was number 2, Marlon
Johnson commits to foul, his second. Latino back to the line to shoot two. He's got 11 points, 1 of 2 from the line. Latino's had to step up because they've taken Dewey out of the game, and they doubled him again there to get the ball out of his hands.
Not really a very good shot that he took there, but I think he's kind of feeling, the pressure on his shoulders there, that he's the only one that's really getting to the goal and able to make a shot at the basket.
He's tied the game with his first free throw, has 12 points in the game, and has another coming. Can't convert that, and a rebound control by Johnson, a tie game. Had a few of those in this one. Here's Marlon Johnson against Dewey. To Manning. To Shepard. Back to Manning. Guarded by Baudouin.
Still in there man-to-man, still face guarding Manning.
Nice cut here and a layup good. Beautiful pass. Stevenson off the beautiful pass by Johnson. Set play works beautifully. Curtis up 2. And a terrible pass here. Will be taken by Stevenson on the steal. Coming the other way. Marlon Johnson to Manning. Patriots up 2 with the ball. First minute of the second half. Manning fouled on being ridden hard. And the foul will be called against Baudouin.
Number 12.
Just second. So the third Rummel player with 2 fouls. First team foul on Rummel in this second half. 3 ball coming. Strong rebound by Latino. Boy, he's played well. Dewey slipped and fell. And has it taken away and fights to get it back. Somehow saves the possession, or did he?
Called walking. No, he got up. I was kind of blocked there, but it looked like he got up off his knees.
And he's limping around a bit, too.
He's got some scraped up knees there.
15 turnovers on Rummel. And it's been a rough night for Dewey. They've been all over him, Bill. Curtis done a great job.
Well, Curtis has tried to take Dewey out of the game just like Rummel has tried to take Manning out of the game. Both of them are having to work extra hard tonight.
Got away from his man. Dribble drive, score it. Beautiful drive. Artrell Manning. Well, you gamble on him, you're going to pay the price. We got another stoppage in play and a 4-point lead. Trying to keep people off the floor on the far end. They have end zone seating here now, and JT Curtis has taken control of that. It's 4-point lead for Patriots. They go over the top, and that's going to be another turnover.
That's another turnover, and they're going to get the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
So this is starting to turn a bit toward the Patriots. Why are they giving him the ball back there?
No.
This ball's got to go on the other end.
Yeah.
They're going to fix it. 16 turnovers on Rummel, Bill, and they're not going to survive continuing that way.
They're coming in bunches right now.
Yeah. Said that would be the biggest thing to watch for in this game. It's turned out that way. 3 ball, no.
Not even close.
Baudouin rebounds. He has to get it to Jones, and he's going to have to take it himself, and that's trouble. You know that's
Another
trouble.
turnover.
Another turnover.
Another turnover. That's a foul.
Shepard the foul.
12, Davion Shepard, his second, team second.
The three-pointer might be keeping Rummel in the game because Curtis keeps trying them, and they're not hitting them. Taking a little gamble here and keeping Shepard in the game with 3 fouls.
Dewey against pressure, steps out of it to Baudouin. 3-ball, Cosentino's blocked and cleared by Stevenson. Blocked by Manning. No. Offensive rebound by Shepard. Great extra pass. 3-ball. That's in. Johnson for 3, and the Patriots open it up for the first time. A 7-point lead at 30-23 with 5:52 to play in the third quarter. The speed and athleticism of Curtis kind of taking over this game. That's a 7-0 run for Curtis to take a 7-point lead.
Well, you got the momentum going their way now. Their pressure is starting to wear down Rummel right now. And just as they went on that run in the first half, they're going on a run now. So now the question is going to be, how does Rummel answer this run right here?
And that's the first three-pointer made in this game.
First three-pointer.
First three-pointer by either team in this game.
And of course it comes when I mention that neither team has made a three-pointer.
There it is. So here we go. A 7-point lead. The pressure will stay on for the Patriots. 17 turnovers for Rummel and counting. Jump pass to Dewey. Cosentino has it knocked away from behind.
That's at least the third time tonight that Curtis has been able to tap the ball from behind on a Rummel ball handler. That's really impressive.
Just too quick. The Patriots are for the Raiders at this point.
The quickness.
7-point lead and a chance to really open it up here. Manning. Open shooter for 3. No. Offensive rebound, and they're getting a bunch of those. John Curtis is controlling every aspect of the game right now, and it's a 9-point lead. Dominating on the offensive boards, dominating the turnover department. Cosentino, nice move.
Nice move.
Cosentino.
He's got 6 points. Baudouin got it to him. Stops the run. It's 32-25. Shepard
with a score, and I think Baudouin got away with a foul there too. Another bad pass.
Turnover. Dribble drive. Shoot it. Score it. And this one's
going to
opened
have
up.
to use a timeout. He's only got 3 left, but he's going to have to use one soon.
And it's a double-digit lead for the first time. Patriots have established control here. Jones to Latino. Cosentino. Rummel desperately in need of a basket. Latino is fouled. He's kept them in touch in this game. I mean, without him, they'd be in deep trouble. That is going to be on Shepard. That's the third on Shepard. And 2 free throws for Latino. He's got 12 points, 4 rebounds. He's 2 for 4 from the line. Trying to cut into an 11-point deficit. Curtis has taken control for the first time in the game here. Can't get the first. Again, not a good free throw shooting team. Midnight Martin is in. Jamarcus Jones checks in for Rummel. He played well in the first half. So does Malawson.
The number 3, Xavier Brown.
Got the second. He's got 13, and it's a 10-point lead for John Curtis with 4:35 to play in the third. Nico Paris directing his team what he wants. Jude tabs against Latino out top. They got a lot of guys that can handle the ball. It's a big benefit. Stevenson, nice dribble drive, open shooter. Bang. Xavier Brown.
That's going to be the difference right now. Another turnover.
Another turnover. Steele coming the other way. Blocked from behind. Got it back. Put it in. Manning put it back in. Curtis dominating.
Rummel timeout.
Had to happen. They had no choice.
It should have happened a long time ago, I believe.
And Curtis has opened this game up at 41-26 in control here with 4:04 to play in the third. Well, we said Rummel's going to be in deep trouble if they can't break pressure and handle that aspect. They haven't been able to do it throughout.
No, the pressure just, they handled it, despite the turnovers in the first half, they handled the pressure well enough to be in the game. They were only a point behind. But I think what's happening now is Curtis is converting off of those turnovers, and that's helped. And plus, now they're hitting a couple of threes, and that's just widened this lead to double digits.
20 turnovers for Rummel and counting. We're still in the third quarter, not even halfway through the quarter. And the result is obvious, a 15-point Curtis bulge here. These games have been close between these two teams the last 3 or 4 years, every time out.
Well, it's not over yet.
Rummel not a high-scoring team, though, so to be able to come back is going to take a monumental effort. And Curtis will keep the pressure on.
As they should.
Without a doubt.
Rummel is huffing and puffing right now.
Having to work extremely hard. Latino scores again. I mean, he's kept him in this game, Bill. He's got 15.
But he can't do it by himself. Somebody else, as I said at halftime, has got to step up.
Breaks the 5-0 run and make it 41-28. Stevenson at the high post. And that's a foul down low. That's going to work against Berthelot, his second.
14, Berthelot, his second.
Second team foul on Rummel. Patriots keep it in front court. Manning against Dewey, tough shot. Latino the board, his 5th rebound. And he takes the ball up himself. Bad pass again. Out of bounds. Rummel will keep it.
Yeah, the ball got tipped, but Curtis was not able to control it.
We'll get a substitution here as Hayden Joseph wants to come back in. He couldn't get to the table in time. Nico Paris calls him back. Jamarcus Jones. Good pass. Finds an open shooter. That's not even going to touch the rim. Stevenson the rebound. Curtis is making the non-shooters shoot the ball. They're taking the ball out of the hands of Dewey and
That's a great game plan, yeah.
Yep. I mean, they've executed to perfection defensively. They really have.
You're going up against a team that's got 3 scorers. Let's take 2 of them out of the equation. Make somebody else score, yeah.
Manning long distance 3. Latino kept it alive, and Berthelot controlled it, knocked out of bounds. Rummel will keep it. Substitutions here. Baudouin is back in. Cosentino's back in. If Rummel's going to have any chance, they got to get this to single digits. And they're saying again, they need Cosentino and or Dewey or both to step up and score the basketball. Just haven't done it. Jackson's got 6. Dewey has 2. And that's not so much a knock on them. It's crediting Curtis.
It's credit to Curtis, absolutely. Oh, no, absolutely. They just have not had opportunities.
And the basket that Dewey had, as you remember, was hotly contested.
It was an excellent drive on his
Picked up
part.
his dribble. That was a big mistake, but Jones saves the possession, though. And another turnover here. Just kicked it away. Nice fake, Midnight Martin. No. Jamarcus Jones comes out of there with it. He's on the move. To Cosentino, he's got to shoot that. That's his game. I mean, when he has the look, what a move there.
Oh, nice
look
move.
Look at the freshman. Boy, he's got 6 off the bench.
Yeah, he was a man on that one.
I mean, next to Latino, he's been their most effective player.
My rib hurts from that last Jones shot.
Marlon Johnson, 11-point lead here. Johnson will restart it. Works on Cosentino. Extend the defense here. A lot of gambling here is going to result in a lot of ball movement and eventually a shot, right? There it is for three. That's why not?
And a bank.
When it's going right for you, it's going right for you.
For three.
And it's going right for John Curtis. Their third three-pointer of the quarter.
Extra pass after extra pass after extra pass.
And Cosentino has it ripped away, but they're going to call a foul. And that's going to work against Johnson. That's his third.
His third personal.
But again, the ferocious pressure defense of John Curtis. Very impressive. So a 45-30 lead. Is that the right score, by the way?
I'm sorry?
Is that the right score? I thought it was 44, but I have to double check
Well,
that.
that was a 3. No, I think
It is 44. They just fixed it.
There you go.
I think I got it right.
Always
Stick
trust
with
the
me.
man with the pen.
Stick with me, buddy. Here's Cosentino. Got to shoot that when you get in that deep.
This pressure, now even the half-court pressure is really getting to him.
Boy, look at the strong move
Except
by
for
Latino.
Latino.
I mean, 17 for Latino, and it's 44-32. You can't ask for anything more from him.
Yep.
Under a minute to play in the third.
Other than Latino, Rummel just has not got comfortable in their half-court offense in the second half.
Well, again, their second most effective player is Jamarcus Jones off the bench, freshman. All the way to the hole. Beat his man. Shepard's got 11. They've got so many players that can hurt you off the dribble.
Well, yeah, now Rummel's legs are just giving out on him now. That was just a tired play right there.
Rummel likely to play for one shot here. Down 14, late third. Picked up his dribble. That's not a good idea.
Not out there.
Nope. And a steal. And here comes Curtis with a 2-on-1. Beautiful pass, and Tabs finish. Martin got it to him. 16-point lead. End of the quarter, and John Curtis blows it open with a demonstrative third quarter, outscoring Rummel 25-10 to take a 48-32 lead after three. Total control by the Patriots. High school basketball at Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Ochsner Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. Get the same sports medicine care the pros receive with minimally invasive treatments and quicker recovery times. Visit Ochsner.org/sportsmed to learn more or schedule an appointment near you. What a quarter for John Curtis. That was John Curtis at his best. Tremendous pressure defensively, offensive rebounds, shooting the ball well.
Well, they began to convert the turnovers that they were causing, that they caused throughout the entire game. And they went on run after run after run. Finally got a couple of threes to go down for them. One that was even a bank. So, and then they started feeding off of that. You know, when one thing goes right, then the next thing's going to go right. You know, it's like hitting in baseball. It's contagious. So it's like everything gets, you score off your defense. You make the extra pass, you get the easy basket, you drive to the basket, you're catching them flat-footed. And Rummel is just exhausted.
Now you can look at him. I mean, a lot of hands on hips.
A lot of hands. I was going to say, a lot of hands on hips. When players stop, they got a lot of hands on knees. They're exhausted. This has just been relentless pressure.
Patriots ball with a 16-point lead. Xavier Brown. Midnight Martin open, but they're not in no hurry here with a 16-point lead.
Trail Manning still on the bench.
With 11 points. Shepard has 11 as well for Curtis, balanced scoring. Rummel, it's all Latino at 17.
They're slowing it down a little bit, still looking to score.
Martin cut off, double team, finds his man in the lane. Why didn't he shoot? That's 3 seconds in the lane.
Yeah.
Unquestionably,
that's
no
what
call.
I don't know why it wasn't called, but that's what happens when you pass up a shot in the lane. You get called for 3 seconds.
He's just standing there.
I mean, gee.
Cosentino will finally take the look, and he'll miss it. And a long rebound of Shepard.
That's
on
the best look they've had in a long time.
With their best shooter. Yeah. On the other end, Shepard, he's got 13. 50-32, Curtis in command. Latino pulls up. That's short. It might have been hit from behind. Brown clears it. Open three. That's way off. Cosentino the board. Nice pass. And Dewey gets a basket and he's fouled. Only his 4th point of the game. Foul on Brown. His first foul. Cosentino, good pass. Get it to him. Curtis will substitute Dewey to the line. He missed 2 in the first quarter. He's 0 for 2 from the line. He has just 4 points in the game. He'll try to complete the 3-point play here. Rummel looking for any glimmer of hope.
I mean, you'd like to say, well, let's get to the line and score with the clock stopped.
Did that. He has 5 points. It's 50-35.
But you got to make the free throws for that to happen.
Shepard for Curtis against Cosentino. Found Midnight Martin. Bang.
That was a pretty good looking shot.
Well done. Curtis with 4 3-pointers in the second half now. Didn't have any in the first half. Dewey denied. They doubled him again. Cosentino for 3. That's off. He has not made one, and he's their best. Martin the rebound.
He hasn't shot that many either.
Well, again, they've done a great job on their 2 scorers completely, taking them away all night. Just a really well-executed game plan by John Curtis here. And Coach Miko Paris. All the way to the basket. 2 shots are coming. That's going to work against Jones, and that's his 3rd.
Third team first at the line, shooting 2.
Artrell Manning to shoot 2. He's looking to add to his 11-point total. Shepard has 13 for the Patriots. Cannot. 18-point bulge. Second is in. 12 for Manning. It's 54-35. Again, the full court pressure. They've stayed with it from start to finish. Curtis has not backed off one time.
Well, if that's your plan. That's your plan. That's what your team is. You stay with it.
They have shirts that say 32 minutes of fury. That's what we've seen. Latino double team down low. Good defense to deny him. Dewey jump 3-pointer. That's not going to do it that way.
Didn't have his legs under him.
Completely off balance. Shepard rebounds. But I mean, that's the frustration because you can't get a look.
Well, you can't get a look, and you're now 19 points behind. Time's running out. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Stevenson. Nice. They have so many guys that can handle the ball, dribble, penetrate. That is such an asset at this level. That's why they're a dangerous team. Step through by Manning. Bang. He's got 14.
He's hit that floater a couple of times tonight. It's a really nice shot.
20-point lead for John Curtis, biggest of the game. The outcome really not in doubt here. Jones has it taken away. Manning the steal. His second. 3-ball. No. Rebound to Dewey. He got fouled.
Nice job by Dewey.
Or did they just say out of bounds? I mean, they said out of bounds.
Out of bounds?
Okay. Sure looked like a foul. Either way, it's Rummel ball.
Still a good job of blocking out by Dewey.
Rummel's certainly going to miss him. He's been such a good player for this school. Another bad pass right in front of us, but can't run it down. Great job by Midnight Martin, though, the deny. Again, a lot of cross-court passes, ill-advised, but at the same time, some of them forced because there's nobody coming to meet the ball.
Nobody coming to the ball. They're tired. Their legs are tired. You can tell the legs are tired. They're getting beat on a drive. They're not coming to meet the ball anymore.
So many deflections. There's another one. Bodwin's going to be denied. Beautiful job by Midnight Martin on the block.
Second in the game for the Patriots.
And they have just smothered Rummel in the second half here. And the Patriots. 56-35 Patriots. It's turned out to be a one-sided second half. Again, Tabs goes by his man. They can so many players that can put it on the floor. Look at this. I mean, that's what's impressive about this team. That's going to make them dangerous moving forward, I'm telling you. When you have four or five players that can put it on the floor and beat defenders off the dribble.
That's a different type of a game. Oh.
That was a careless turnover, but that's the first one of the quarter and only the second of the half for John Curtis. That's how well they played this out.
There you go. You know, the only thing, I mean, yeah, they do have those ball handlers. If they go up against anybody that has considerable length, it could give them some trouble.
Latino double teamed, stolen away again. This time by Shepard. The John Curtis team we've seen in the second half is a dangerous basketball team. I know Catholic's very good.
It'll be a battle.
Tabs, Manning. 2:50 to play. They don't need to even look at the basket here if you're Curtis, unless you have a layup.
The score at first, the last playoff game, last night for Catholic, that's on the face, a pretty impressive score.
3 ball, no. Jones, long rebound. Latino all the way. He's done everything he can. Left hands this one in. He's got 19 in the game. Rummel calls timeout with 2:26 to play. 56-37, Curtis in command. Well, for one half, this was the kind of game we expected. And since then, it's been nothing but Curtis in the second half.
Yeah, it was one heck of a game in that first half.
And high school basketball at Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. The reason for the score right now is John Curtis Christian's play in the second half. They've excelled in all aspects, defensively, rebounding, shooting the ball.
Look at the I'm looking at the defense more than anything else, and they held Rummel to 22 in the first half, and they've held them to 15 right now in the second half. And caused how many turnovers?
I'm looking at it right now. 23.
23 and counting.
Curtis ball. Rummel's going to press full court. They really don't have any choice. Mud back off here and play. Stevenson on the drive. Again, who can't put it on the floor for them? That's
exactly. This five that's out there right now, they all can.
And this is a young team, Bill. There's a lot to like about this program right now.
Polar opposites from like we said earlier in the broadcast. Rummel with 5 seniors, and these guys don't even play their seniors.
Nope. Under 2 minutes to play.
Foul number 12, Owen Baudouin, his third.
So Baudouin the foul, his third. So the third foul on Baudouin. And Manning will come out.
I was going to say, that kind of a foul there away from the ball, a sign that things are getting a little edgy. Good substitution getting Manning out right there. You don't need him for the last minute and a half.
We'll likely speak to him here on the post-game show. There's a minute 30 to play. Curtis just running time here. Wisely. Oh, look out, look out. That's on Latino right in front of us, and that's his first. Calmer heads prevail, and they have to in this situation. You can't get somebody in trouble here. You got to play another game moving forward. Players competing hard, trying hard. Referee wisely calling them together. Say, all right, guys, let's play basketball. Yeah, outcome's decided here.
You've got a veteran umpire referee out there. He's not going to let things get out of control. He's been around a long time.
No doubt. There's Marlon Johnson just holding on out near the timeline. Now Joseph, cross-court Shepard, and a foul on Dewey. He is first, still not a shooting foul.
Fouls on the floor, TJ Dewey, his first.
The change in the free throw shooting and the number of fouls has really speeded up the game.
It has moved the game faster. I agree with you, and I kind of like it, frankly.
I didn't know if it was going to speed it up early on when it first did, but I stand corrected.
No doubt. Tabs gets it across without any issue. Under a minute to play. John Curtis ready to wrap it up as Jones commits a foul, his fourth.
Foul number 1, Jamar Jones, his fourth, team fifth.
So the 15th foul will mean free throws for John Curtis. Free throws, 2 free throws here. It's a shooting foul. There we go. With 55.9 seconds to play. Hayden Joseph to shoot 2. He's got 4 points in the game. Patriots are going to clear the bench.
So sounds like some crowd favorites coming in.
And Rummel's going to do the same thing. This is the way it should be. When one side does it, the other side does it.
Yeah.
That's as it should be.
Usually what you do is you wait for the losing team to concede.
And the Rummel seniors will leave the floor for the last time as a team and as a unit.
Number 21, Cash Connor for the Raiders. Jamarcus Jones, Felton, Jeff.
So wholesale substitutions except for the shooter, Hayden Joseph.
And Nate Barber.
Joseph's got 4 points in the game. Looking for number 5. First free throw is up and in. Joseph with 5 points.
Ali Charlemagne.
Ali Charlemagne checks in. He gets a big hand. A whole bunch of new players on the floor. 55.9 seconds to play.
This is the loudest the crowd has gotten all night.
No doubt. Here is Niall Thompson, the son of Scott Thompson. Almost to travel, but not. Jamarcus Jones. Thompson. Nate Varnado. Now Berthelot. Reverses it and misses it. Rebound controlled by Johnson for Curtis. Jonathan Johnson, but a turnover here. Here comes the other way. Berthelot came up with it. Jamarcus Jones, strong move. Left-handed. He's going to be a good player. Jones with 8 points. 15 seconds left. 57-39. And we'll talk to the winning coach, Biko Paris, and Artrell Manning coming up, as John Curtis has advanced to the quarterfinals in Select Division I with a convincing 57-39 win over Archbishop Rummel here this evening. Bill, just a terrific second half for John Curtis.
Curtis just continued to put the heat all over Rummel, and actually it was like just a matter of time, it seemed like, before Rummel was going to fade, and that's exactly what happened. I think you give credit to Curtis converting on the turnovers they created, and they just kept that relentless pressure up all night long.
Well, just a great effort here by John Curtis in the second half. They were simply the better team, and it showed. Terrific effort by Curtis and a win here tonight. Bill? Pressure in the second half was the difference in the game, and then you stepped it up offensively. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we pride ourselves on defense. Our defense kind of gets our offense going. So whenever we have slow starts, we really hang our head on defense and try to create as much havoc as possible.
You pressured them from start to finish. That was the plan, and it obviously worked.
That's kind of the makeup of our team. Our guys thrive off of it. They're good at it. They're instinctual, so they anticipate well. So I just kind of put in some concepts, but kind of let those guys play free, and I kind of trust those guys to go off their instincts and make some plays.
Trump's tight first half, second half totally different. Just talk about what was different.
Yeah, I tried to get my team going. You know, we started slow, so we knew it was gonna come out. They was gonna come out with energy, so we had to come harder.
You know, you knew them very well. You faced them before, and you bothered them with pressure in the first game, but you really bothered them tonight with pressure. Just talk about that.
I mean, I just had to get off the ball. You know, to deny me. I had to get my teammates open, set the screens, get to the pops, get to the slips, get to the wide open layups. Made the game easier.
Talk about the opportunity moving forward. Now you get a chance to play in the quarterfinals against Catholic, a team you know pretty well.
You know, we lost to Catholic BR last year. I don't think we're going to lose to them again. We're coming harder this year. We got something to prove this year.
Catholic High, familiarity again. You know Rummel, you know Catholic. You've seen them already. It's a challenge, but you know what you're up against.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I got into this. You want to compete against, you know, the best, and I'm excited about it. I know our guys are pumped. They knocked us out last year, so you know it's a great opportunity, a great chance for our boys to go out there and represent ourselves, represent the school, and we're gonna leave it all out there for sure.
You won this league. Now you've won a playoff game. You're in the quarterfinals with a young team. Yeah. You got to feel like this team's maturing.
Oh man, we're coming around at the right time. I tell people all the time, it's not about how good you are, it's about when you peak. You want to peak at the right time. And for me, I feel like our guys are peaking. And I know we got a leader with our trail who, every time we go out there, I feel like we got a good chance to win the game. So I put the ball in his hands and allow him to make a lot of plays. He does a good job with getting his guys, his teammates involved, giving those guys confidence, and kind of stepping up and making plays whenever he has to.
Like your chances moving forward?
Yes, sir.
Confidence. Why not? Montrell Manning, congratulations. Great job. Bigo, pleasure. God bless you. Thank you. All right, so John Curtis wins this one in convincing fashion. Bill, back to you.
Once again, we've got Rummel, Curtis with a big win here tonight, keeping the pressure up on Rummel all night long. You know, looking forward to their game against Catholic High on Friday.
Well, again, you look at this game, and it was all about the pressure and the turnovers, and that really made the difference. 23 turnovers for Rummel, only 2 in the fourth quarter, when Curtis kind of had the game in control. If they would have pressured harder, might have got a few more, but that was really the complete difference in the game. Balanced scoring, and that was also the difference, because Curtis had many options, Rummel did not. Montrell Manning with 14 points, leads a balanced attack. Zay Shepard at 13 points. 5 for Marlon Johnson, 3 for Xavier Brown, 4 for Jude Tabs, 6 for Midnight Martin on a pair of triples. Jarvis Stevenson came through in the game as well with 4 points. For Archbishop Rummel, it was Jamar Jones with 1 point. Jamarcus Jones off the bench had 8. TJ Dewey with 5. 6 points for Jackson Cosentino. And Grant Latino finished with 19 points, 5 rebounds. Shout out to Grant Latino. He was really good here tonight for Rummel, but just didn't have enough support. One team had more options, had more balance, and had more players. I mean, in essence, the summation of this one.
Latino was the only bullet in the gun for the Raiders tonight, and Curtis was loaded. And you know, when that happens offensively, that's hard for one kid to be able to carry his entire team like that, especially in a playoff game. But I really think the difference was the number of times that Curtis converted in the second half, converted turnovers into points.
John Curtis improves to 24-7. Archbishop Rummel finishes the season 21-11. And a shout out to Scott Thompson. He's done a really fine job with this program. This was not a tall team. This was not an incredibly athletic or fast team. It's just a solid basketball team. They played hard with the kids that have been together for a long time. He's going to miss those kids. They played very hard. They played well. They weren't good enough tonight against simply a better team here tonight. But a big shout out to the Raider program. And as for John Curtis, it's Catholic High. It's a significant challenge. Lost him earlier this year. Lost him in the playoffs last year. So there's motivation there. They're going to Baton Rouge to play it. Tough opponent, but I'm telling you, if this team plays the way it played in the second half tonight, with as many guys with ball skills as they have, their pressure defense, their depth, if they can shoot the ball well enough, I think they've got a shot, Bill.
Well, they certainly can play defense well enough. And as I said earlier, defense travels, so they'll take that defense with them up to Catholic High. Catholic High is going to have some bullets also, though, and I'm sure Catholic High, I know there were a few people from Baton Rouge watching the game tonight over the air, so I'm sure they know what they have facing them on Friday. And but again, if, like you said, if Curtis plays like they did tonight, I don't know who could beat them.
Don't have a shot.
Especially in that second half.
And the Bears are really good. Make no mistake about it. Catholic's on a terrific program. Really good players. Been there, done that. Past few years, they've been that type of team and that threat. And they certainly will be the favorite at home in a very spirited atmosphere this Friday night. So a big win for John Curtis Christian here tonight, 57-39, the win for the Patriots over the Raiders. Just final thought or two, Bill, before we get away here.
Defense wins. That's what happened here tonight. Curtis overcame the fact that they only made 3 3-pointers, I believe.
Well, they made 4 in the second half.
4 in the second half.
And Rummel did not make one in the entire game.
Rummel didn't make any, but it was the defense. Their defense was the difference in the game tonight, and they just wore Rummel down.
No doubt. Well, a very good performance by John Curtis Christian. That's them a solid 57-39 win and a trip to the Division I Select quarterfinals. Thanks for joining us tonight, and stay with Crescent City Sports for the best coverage of Louisiana high school basketball during March Madness. For Bill Gallagher, for our entire crew, Matt, Ethan, thank you, gentlemen. Ken Trahan saying so long from River Ridge. Once again, your final score, John Curtis Christian 57, Archbishop Rummel 39. Thanks for joining us, and be a good sport, and God bless you one and all. Rounding third and heading home. So long.